Good chat. We're live with our Atlanta Falcons CFM. We're rematching the Carolina Panthers, who are currently in the lead of the division at 9-1. We won't get into how many times we spelled the computer per time. Let's just try to get this dub and take #1 in the division.
Return coming from the 6.
You know what's happening is trying to go Restrepo for getting the Rookie of the Year. So I'll try to sit on that. He's got a new quarterback. No more Bryce Young, who went and picked up Joe Milton, along with a ton of other people.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. Buffalo 18.
First play is to the air. And what a way to get this
Almost got it, seen.
Shot falls incomplete. And that's going to be something to watch as this game goes on, Brock. We know they like to take their shots throughout.
Yeah, and we know this league today, Kate, loves to play that umbrella coverage, right? Try to keep everything in front of them.
Yep.
The only way you're going to get behind them is to take shots like that one.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as an extended down.
Definitely.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
So the big play gets him just beyond midfield. It's 1st down.
Let's go now. Steady.
Here's Dowdle again. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground
Let's
later on,
largely
be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the ground again with Dowdle. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
Hilton now on 3rd down. That's on target to Pierce. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me.
I think we're looking at drafting an outside linebacker.
Man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And it's going to be 2nd down.
No real secret. They were going to get him and his height involved early there, Kate. The secret was how is he going to be defended? Well, they chose to go physical. And that will plant a little thought in his mind. The next time the ball comes his way, he better be ready for some contact.
This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no.
Trying to be more patient with the run this game, I see.
Stop right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
79, Viking, 18.
They kick the running back in motion. Now air it out on third. Throwing all the way to the end zone.
Oh.
Here. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now
That's
they're
tough.
facing fourth down. Okay, already a big decision.
Alright, when that auto motion's out, we know we got
territory,
verticals. And we need to switch to a cover forward.
Well, remember, Caden, I think we're going to see this all year long. This new kickoff rule is real. You know, that ball now coming out to the 35-yard line, it affects the data and the decision-making. You're going to see more and more teams be aggressive, and I would be.
Fitzgerald sends this
All right,
through.
defense, we'll take that.
And our game starts
We'll
with a
take
field
that.
goal on the opening drive.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, well, it went right through.
Now Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. This makes it up to the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19.
Penix gonna throw straight away. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he won't be able to get past the line. And very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
3rd and 10.
Throw here, 3rd down. Has him on a quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. It was the rookie from Ohio State there to bring him down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Here we go on 4th down with Penix. That one complete to Pitts. And he's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. That's a 26-yard gain on 4th down, partner. Talk about a huge play there to extend this drive.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he works this to the 38 before going down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Panthers' 38-yard line.
Penix is going to throw again. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And they're on him right away with that tackle.
I think I had all 3 go routes there. His temperature.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds right along the 20.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook is wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Let's go. Hawk 7.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 16.
All right, chat. Daughter might be joining us.
We're at the end of one in a defensive showdown that has lived up to its billing thus far. The Panthers have taken the early lead. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this.
Have to bust her up. We'll bust her up. Damn. I had a Dr. Pepper. We can get a first down before touchdown.
Welcome back. Time for our second quarter. The Falcons with a chance to score.
Here we go, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Track at 60. Cut 19, cut 19. Check out.
Going to the ground again on first.
Oh, terrible.
Back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Terrible.
Like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Penix working from the gun.
Oh, he got me that time.
It's intercepted.
I thought for sure he was. I mean, he played all three rounds. He played all three. That was a good
Get the
stuff.
football as he makes his third interception of this season. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Maybe
damn,
twice
that's
that
on me,
with that
Chad.
interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to
Just
bend
looking
and
at
bend. These offenses are so good in this league.
He's bouncing
and they know
back
how
every time.
critical
So I
the
just
red
need
zone
to
is.
stay with the
And when you get an
person a
interception
little
like that,
longer.
you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
On the toss, here's Dowdle. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
He's faster than your running back, bro.
Man, some of these middle backers are so
No
impressive
tossing
these days,
today.
Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Offense to the line. Second down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now Milton to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Ready. Bronco 80. Go.
Here he goes, third and long. And we put everything he's got behind it. And
Let's
they really
go.
went for it on third down, didn't they? But the heave
Good job,
was
Ryan.
incomplete. Now they're facing fourth down.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas when you watch college game to the NFL game that there is a vast difference. And that's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
He has it at the 13. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Crazy bad. That was a crazy bad one for me.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Dumped off to his running back. And he's not going to get anything out of this. The defense all over it, and they're going to take him out for a loss of 2.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun snap. A give to Robinson. He hits the lane for about 7. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Penix here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. 6-yard gain on the play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
From the shotgun, Penix escapes the pocket. Along the sideline, Pitts brings it in. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions.
To the air with Penix. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's down to almost, no, they're actually going to give him the 30 here. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
70 typical.
It's Penix yet again. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. No one's around him. He's got space. And he's into
Let's
the
go.
end zone for an Atlanta touchdown.
Good one, 7.
The Falcons get some late points and the lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons
Man,
take
I
a
can't believe
4-point
I did
lead.
that. I drew that corner out specifically for him to jump back down on that. And I don't throw the corner.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Somehow there's 7 fucking
Now
wins.
to kick it away, here's
Let's
Pinion.
close the top of that fucking dome.
Trevor Etienne to return this. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Carolina offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Come on, come on. 18, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Warrior 70.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Completed over the middle. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The 42-yard line.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming third down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Third down, and they need to get 10.
Here we go. Strike. Ready.
Third and long for him here.
Let's go.
Just got
We're
it
all
away before
over
the
it.
hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Come on, go for that
That
shit.
one really stings, Kate, because
Come
you
on.
want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Sam Martin on again now to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second
Two
effort
timeouts.
just as well as he hit his first.
That's good points, yeah.
Let's see what he can do on the return.
I gotta get
Gets his
across
offense
the
in better
field. I gotta
position
get
here to
across
start.
the field.
Up close to the 30.
Can't take him straight up, but across the field I can get him.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, ready.
Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. this drive with a design run. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more.
Okay, I told you to put it down
That's
already.
exactly what they were after offensively to
I'm
get
streaming,
this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll pass it this time. Brought in right side. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. On first down, here's Penix. That one is incomplete, and the clock stops with 18 seconds to go. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd down. Penix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Panthers get the football back with minimal time to go in our half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
He's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
Fitzgerald sends this through. And that cuts the lead back down to a lower point.
Kid, I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done, because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, that gives him a little more confidence running into the locker room.
Got the baby mama in here bothering us, chat. We're gonna shake it off right here.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. Fields this one at the 3. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Fitzgerald on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. And downfield, and he finds London. He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
One play in, Brock, and his drive is already into enemy territory.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On first down, here's Penix. Another one here to London. And they make the stop, we're going to say, at about the 37-yard line.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
Offense with an enviable spot to be in, 2nd and inches. There's a design run. This one goes for 3 yards. And that is good enough for Atlanta, first down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. This time he's looking to throw. Trying for the touchdown. And they will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8.
14, Panthers 6. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
Sorry, media boys, don't ever come down to Jalen Waddle like that again. China doesn't want to burn again. Gotta watch the baby. He was close. This was possible passing down, but I don't like that passing down, I guess.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Darrell. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt to the defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5.
Here we go.
From the gun, a run for Dowdle.
Let's go. Okay, yo, you see how I man that slide over there just so you can't even think about it.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Milton now.
Look at that, what a
That's
scene.
intercepted.
We tricked them, boys.
And the Falcons are
No, I
gonna
fucked up
have
my
to
coverage, so I
second
had to
interception
use
of the
it. I
season.
needed it, and I'm glad I did because that would have been a
Well,
touchdown.
no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a
Let's go.
second half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start
Just
the
signed
half
a
if you were
new
thinking
contract,
comeback.
Lewis
But
Sane.
exactly the way to start the half
6'2",
if you're trying to
95
take this
speed.
lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He takes it down to the 33. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
First down, and they go right back to it. And gets this one down inside the 30. That's a gain of 5.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing
Setting in
play by
time for
any
2
means.
again. We might
One
want to
that
get a
keeps you on
corner now.
schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
On second down, Robinson. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
The first carry now, Brashard Smith.
Brashard Smith.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level.
I gotta get
in the run game to make
hits
yards.
6
They
catches.
just got a very successful one.
I know he has a few, but I don't think he has 6 yet.
Nice run last
try to
play.
sneak him
Sets
a
up
ball,
second and
yeah.
2. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Escapes the pocket.
Damn, he took forever to leak out.
He's
What was he
just going to roll this one
doing?
away.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Fuck that block,
Last pass
man.
unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Come on, set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 70 range.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That one complete to Pitts. And he's going to be dropped with
How
a
many
big
catches?
hit at the end
How
of
many
that.
catches?
But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal.
Set up. Hawk 70, Hawk, baby.
Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Okay, ready?
We'll see them tackle 2nd and goal after the break. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5.
Ready? 19 side, 19 side, take go.
Play fake, Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. And the ground game
Let's
runs
go.
for the touchdown.
ATL might go.
Falcons have a commanding
ATL might
14-point
go.
lead now in the 4th. Michael Penix Jr. the touchdown.
These touchdowns on the season haven't all looked the same, but boy, has he made a habit of scoring touchdowns on the ground.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The
I
point
gotta
after
change
splits
my
the
kicking
upright.
meter settings on this shit. I try to do it all the time. So every time I get this, I'm like, why the fuck is it like that?
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away. Here's Pinion. Has this at the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Let's go. Palms.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
79 Broncos. Go.
No motion him out of the backfield.
Oh, this is perfect. This is the go now.
First and 10.
Roll up. Okay, sit
Defender
down.
arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
I noticed that halfback motion a little too late. If I was in anything other than cover four, we would have been cut to go.
They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And this you can't really surprise them as much because
again here, second and 10.
that's enough of it. Because they can see who you're on. Oh, I wonder if they just
Boy, they
I'm
sure
playing
found
off
the
football
right
now.
route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Here we go, third and less than a yard.
Let's go now.
They're going down all right.
Let's go!
And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be fourth now and less than a yard.
Third and inches, and you hate to see that run go backwards. I just take myself back to a huddle, and you know you're imploring your guys, listen, just give us a little bit of a push, and we will move the sticks. Instead, well, the defense is energized with that stop.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Panther 11, Cowboy 80, Warrior 17.
Here he goes. Got to have this on fourth down.
Oh.
Beyond the marker. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Well, that was a big 3-yard gain because of instead of a turnover on downs, partner, it gets him the first.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Throwing now, Milton. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing it. Unsurprisingly,
I switched to that safety and I thought, oh shit, I thought he could, but there was nothing deep on that.
So often when you evaluate players, you know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Okay, ready?
Ball still on that 34-yard line, second and 10.
Crack. 60 Bison, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Motioning the tight end left.
Ready?
Milton back to throw.
Oh, we on
Don't
that.
have any room after that quick pass.
This
Well
ain't
covered by
TikTok.
the defense. That play loses
No, this ain't
yards.
TikTok.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage.
More
You're trading a little bit of speed,
passes.
sure.
Oh my god, pass
Sure,
back to
you
the
get a lot
running
of
back.
size.
I would
Anytime he's in the
have
slot, you got to assume
never seen
the
that
ball's
play.
going his way.
They say this
Falcons
nickel
go
wide is
nickel,
it
third down.
in Madden. I haven't used it yet. Let's see what we got.
Hawk 70, Hawk Buffalo
We'll
18.
jump down on the running back. Or the tight end if we got to. This is the bell. This is
Here he
the
goes, third and long. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
He had to throw it late. My guy caught up to him.
You never turn down a completion.
Probably could
That's
waited
just
a
not the
second.
right
No.
throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
You don't want to see a pick. What's this? I know.
Down in the fourth, offense staying out there for this. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They're going to go for it here, trailing in the fourth.
Come on, come on. Hit. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 tight, 19
I'm gonna
tight.
go back and then down.
Desperation time here.
Let's go. Pass
Get the
rush.
catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and
35
go for
speed.
it. But they turn it over on
Blitzing
downs.
corner off the edge.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the fourth. But now it's all about the
Corner
defense.
thing
Can the
should be going my
defense come
handoffs
with a
to the
quick
opposite
turnover and
direction
stop
because he's
to
a
somehow,
left-handed
some way
quarterback.
spark a comeback?
Ready? Lights, go.
First and 10, around to Robinson. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Taken down right at
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Oh, she was on that.
From the shotgun, Penix has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
You compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is that completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Extra DB out there for the Panthers. 3rd down.
Let's go.
They'll throw. 3rd and long. Sends this to the end zone.
Oh my God, Kyle fucking Pitts.
But couldn't connect, and now they're stuck facing 4th down.
That is somebody it's tough to truly overthrow, but it can happen. I know what he was thinking, Kate. I'm going to put this in the spot where only my guy gets it. Problem was, that spot was even too high for him.
Damn. I could not decide if I wanted to do a high ball, and I did one. I fucked up. That ball pass lead was down.
Lead looks safe, but the pedals staying down. They're going for this. 4th down, here's Penix.
Something, boys. God damn.
Offense, but Brock gets 4th down. We know only the fumbler can advance it, so this is still going to be a turnover on downs.
Alright, let's lock in now. We wanted to fuck around, so let's lock in now.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go. Start.
Screen pass,
19
Fox.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Screen pass.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. He'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Panthers trail by 15. Need to work as quick as you can here, Brock. 2 timeouts left, down 2 scores. It's 1st down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. Throwing this one back of the end zone.
Look at that.
That one's picked off.
Oh,
in the end zone,
bullshit,
but
dude.
No, incomplete, folks. He wasn't able to stay in bounds. Thought he had a touchdown there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Back to throw. Here's Milton.
Ooh, that's a user spot.
This one away.
That's a user spot. That's what I
It's
can
one thing
do.
to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Bombs in this one.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Bronco 80. Ready.
Throwing now.
Oh, no.
And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Picked off by Billy Bowman.
The rookie.
You forget the turnover.
Let's go.
Brock taking it back for a late touchdown.
If it was anybody but a division opponent, we wouldn't have figured it
Gonzalez
out.
now for the extra point.
Division opponents, you gotta do them like that.
Right down the middle. It's good.
Man, I'm curious to see how the Saints use theirs.
22 points.
We got the Saints next. We got the Saints back to back coming up.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Then we finished the year with the Buccaneers, so we'll see him again.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away.
He seems like a pretty chill dude. He tried to throw my other man
Turn
on
coming
lead.
from the 6.
but I never got off the ground.
And this drive will start
Face planted on
inside
me.
the 25.
I might put it on Facebook after this ends. I just can't run a 32-man Madden league. Something I haven't done in 2 years. And not be completely
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Back to the air following that pick 6. Setting up the screen. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. We gain 11 on that play. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off.
Fell down
and go
and
hit
threw the ball
somebody
to
like they did right there.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that
It
ball
wasn't like a
falls
dead
incomplete.
break on nothing, so it's not a big deal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure.
He's gonna be
That
XP
pressure
for my
earned
best
that
player, you know.
incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second
It was
attempt to
a
get rid of it.
small player we're trying to bring along. We might have risked it.
19, 18. Come 19. Come 19. Go.
Throwing from the gun here.
Specifically in my first game, I didn't want to take
Completed
any
to his running back.
chances today.
And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield.
You see
Gain
what Stevie got
15
through.
there. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Nice to see that
Playoff
connection,
time
that
and,
chemistry working between the two of
PS1
them.
league.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Come on. 19, 18.
He stays in the pocket pretty much. He's got no one. He ain't going anywhere.
To throw, Milton. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot.
Get there, Neil. Let's go.
No, they get him yet
Don't
again.
you ever try to move the guard if you see it like
Get
that
the
again.
football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
GG's, brother.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Second quarterback run here.
This shit don't kill it in Madden like it do in college football. That's stuff.
Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down.
That's the guy from Ole Miss. Ole Miss.
They're drawing up for him.
Alright, with that win, we're tied for the division lead, but I think technically
So the
we're
Falcons
in the
defend
division
their
league
building
because
and
we've
take the
won
win
both
at
games
home.
versus the Panthers.
Man, they were facing a top 5 defense
We're
this
1-1
week, Brock,
minus
but
the
they
Bucks,
made them
so
look
all that
anything
matters is
but.
that we don't get
What a great
crushed
performance
by
to
the
get this
Saints
win.
before.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of,
Let's
gosh,
keep
we're facing
playing
one of the
ball.
best
Let's
defenses
go.
in the league. But as soon
ATL,
as you
Mike.
get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
So that'll do
I
it for
think
this
it's
one. With
not
Brock Hewitt, I'm
conservative.
Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say goodbye from Atlanta.
Let's go, chat. Those DBs are playing great. I mean, he was beat. He had no business getting that last time, too. He fucking shot out there and took that shit. Which quarter for? Storm? GG's. Let's go, boys. Let's go. Speed rusher. These boys are outgrowing. They were 78 when I first took over. Look at my boy. 30 more downs and we might get a star upgrade. We might get superstar. Boy, I've been balling my ass off. Let's go. The other one too, Jalen Walker, is it? Ah, shit, we know we didn't get 6 here. Dude, what was necessary? That's all that matters. Let's go. I want to go to lineup. Check these boys out. Check these dogs out. Jalen Walker, 87 right now. '87 speed, 95 acceleration. I'm mad and trying to get a pass off. Rating, 85, 91 speed, 94 acceleration. I'm mad and trying to get a pass off. We gotta get this box shedding up. We're gonna have to do run stopping to get box shedding up. And then we got Leonard Floyd in the middle. Like, what? Best pass rushing team in the league. These guys are balling. I put Ringo in the lineup this week and he balled out. I took out, I forget who I took out, but I just put him in my slot so he actually plays now. Balling, dude. Ryan Neal everywhere. Let's take a look at everything here, chat. We just took the lead. They still ain't gonna give us the lead? What the fuck? Cause he ain't had a bye week? That's stupid as fuck, dude. Get that shit out of here. We're number 1. Looks like Washington's gonna win the number 1 seed. Unless somehow Dallas can kick their fucking ass. I hope so. But either way, they'll be the last team we play in the playoffs. And we gotta figure out that monster. That Trent's monster. GG's, chat. See if them boys wanna play some